Hey, guys. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. So tell us about that situation where you should have said nothing.
I am somewhat of an amateur bodybuilder and have been for years. And
Okay.
Good for
2
you.
years ago, I got a part-time job as a bouncer at a downtown club. And my first night, I'm kind of meeting everybody, and there's this guy roaming around with a beer, and I notice he's talking to some other employees, and he comes up, and we're just chatting about the night, and he happens to say, "So how much do you bench?" And what I should have said was nothing. But what I did say was, to be funny, just enough to get your mom off of me.
Oh, God.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Over 1,000 episodes strong. A daily recap of everything you missed.
He then laughed and let me know that he was the owner of the club.
Oh, so he's the one responsible for you having a job.
Even better.
Oh, that's great.
Exactly.
Did you lose your job?
Lucky for me, he had a great sense of humor.
Good.
Oh, good.
And he didn't send me packing first night, but for the rest of that tenure there, which was about a year and a half, every time he was in there, I got reminded about the answer to that question.
Oh, yeah. A boss, like an elephant, a boss will never forget.
That is amazing,
Thanks,
Kevin.
Kevin. That's awesome.
Great story.
That's a great story. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on the river.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
Just an FYI, if you own some Airwick aerosol fresheners for like your house, 67,000 of them have been put under recall. Says you should stop using them immediately. Wrap the cans in several layers of paper and then discard of it. They're saying that there's like a corrosion in it and the metal can is rupturing and like exploding.
Wow.
So it's specific scents, fresh linen and fresh waters of the Airwick aerosol fresheners. If you have those at home, double check, make sure that you don't need to get rid of them before they just explode in your hand and cause shrapnel to go through your skin.
My God.
Wow. And it's just that brand, though, right?
It's just that brand and just those scents of the fresh linen and fresh waters.
Yipes.
Yeah. Jim, what you got?
Well, there's a killer asteroid headed towards Earth.
Oh, great.
Sick.
Okay.
It's a giant one. It's the 5th largest one they've ever spotted in space, and it's headed our way. It's over a kilometer long, which they say is a planet killer. So if it hits the planet, boom, nothing survives.
We deserve it.
But no. Actually, you know what we deserve? We deserve it going near Earth, but it's going to miss us.
Okay.
So we don't even get the gift of being obliterated.
Oh, wow. That's so Earth-like of us.
Right.
Isn't it?
So they practice with that thing that bumps the asteroids around.
Yeah, I guess it's coming close, but it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Dang.
Ricky?
Just enough for a Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
God.
So, do you guys remember that insane movie, Terrifier 2, that everybody was talking about, where they were throwing up in this?
Oh,
in
people
the
were getting physically ill.
theater?
And so
Yes.
disgusting and gross. Yeah.
And everybody was passing out.
Yeah.
Well, it has been submitted for Oscar consideration.
For your
Yay.
consideration.
Yep. As you know, typically horror movies aren't submitted.
yeah.
They don't even look at that way.
They won't. Yeah.
So the people that created the movie had said it was too hilarious of an opportunity to pass up. They know that they're not going to win. They know they're not going to be like nominated or anything like that. But they said, you know what? The thought of having members of the Academy endure an extreme unrated horror movie that they would otherwise consider beneath them, that's just too hilarious of an opportunity.
I agree.
I like their attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a whole
funny.
campaign going on Twitter right now. Hashtag Oscars for Art is what they are using.
Yes. Woody and Jim in the morning. We love a good awkward story.
Yeah.
We have Brian from Nolansville who sent us a talk back.
So the other night, I'm out having dinner. I was at the steakhouse restaurant out in Lebanon. I asked for my steak to be brought to me rare, and when they brought it back to the table, it was well done. So the server, was kind of asking me at the end of the meal, hey, how was everything? And I was like, it was great. It was good. My steak, unfortunately, was well done versus rare. And she was like, no, I'm so sorry. I apologize. She's like, can I make you another one? And I should have just said nothing, but my personality got the best of me. And I was like, well, yeah, just make sure they don't spit on it back there. Kind of chuckled, kind of laughed. However, my server didn't find it funny. She didn't laugh at all. And the whole time they were cooking the steak, all I could think about was they were spitting on this thing. So some time went by. They brought my steak back. They brought it back to my table. The moment they brought it back to my table, the very exact moment she walked away, I put that thing in a to-go plate. I took it home, and when I got home, I threw it in the trash can. I couldn't eat that thing if I tried. I should have just said nothing, because I just know that they spit it.
There are times.
Yeah, I think we all have a story where you think I should have said nothing.
What I should have said was nothing.
But what I did say was ...
Our mouths get us in trouble.
When I was a misguided youth, one of my first cars was a Camaro.
Oh, fancy.
Go fast. And I'm on 805 in San Diego, and I get pulled over by the police. And they walk up to the car and said, "Do you know how fast you were going?" And what I should have said was nothing. What I did say was, "I have no idea. My speedometer only goes up to 85.
And then he got out his pen, didn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah. I got
and possibly a baton.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 steps away from being tased.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Glad
Thanks for
to
calling
have
in.
So tell us a scenario in which you should have just said nothing.
So I was driving on the road with some coworkers, and they were in a car in front of me, and I saw them weave, but I couldn't see what they weaved over. So I was going forward, and I felt a bump, and they pulled over, and they're like crying and screaming. And so I'm like, what's going on? And they were like, you hit a baby turtle. And
Oh,
so
you hit a
I
turtle.
said, I hit a baby turtle. So I was like, well, where was his mother at?
Oh, what you should have said was nothing, but then you blamed the mother.
So you made it
Of the turtle.
You made it worse.
Bad parenting of the turtle.
What did your coworkers think of you after you blamed the turtle?
They were so upset. They were like, how could you say that? And I said, I just don't know. I mean, she should have been watching him.
Aw, poor turtle.
She had one of those little leashes they put on kids in the mall.
We need some amphibian daycare. Thanks, Sharona. That's awesome. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Last night they had another Powerball drawing, and there was no winner.
Yay, that gives us more time to win.
I mean, Saturday's drawing will be worth at least $1.5 billion.
I have another drawing to forget about getting tickets to. I keep like, okay, I want to get them. I want to get them, and then I completely forget.
That's why nobody's winning, Jim. They're waiting on you.
I can't. And then I go, oh, good, nobody won. I can try to remember again.
Now, yesterday about this time, we were talking about your text conversations with various doctors about your reflux issues, Zach.
Yeah, and I've decided that I have self-diagnosed myself appropriately. That I actually have low stomach acid instead of too much stomach acid. So I found a test that you're supposed to do
to find out if you have that or not.
It's a DIY at-home test, which
it's
is
not
super
a scientific test.
This is the most medically sound decision you could make.
Bought it
Zach.
at Spencer Gifts in the mall.
It's the baking soda test where you're supposed to put 4 ounces of cold water combined with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda on an empty stomach.
Okay.
Then you see how long it takes you to burp. If it takes 3 to 5 minutes to burp, then you indeed have low stomach acid.
So we're going to have you drink this and then start the timer.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't wait to see how this goes.
How
much is a 1/4 teaspoon? All I have is a tablespoon.
Wow,
this is not
a 1/4
going to go
teaspoon.
well.
That's
how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
That's a teaspoon.
That's
a
not
teaspoon.
No, that's a teaspoon.
That's
no.
100% a teaspoon. That is not a tablespoon.
That's not a
Tablespoon is
tablespoon.
bigger.
Yeah, you
It's
have
a plastic spoon that I found in the studio, so it's not really anything.
It's a
teaspoon.
It's a teaspoon.
It's a teaspoon.
Our company would not spend the extra money for tablespoons.
Okay, well then a fourth
This
of
is
this.
just like completely falling apart because there's no science to this whatsoever.
No, there's no accuracy in this. We actually
No.
don't know how much this spoon is.
But we don't care, Jim. We're not taking it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to scoop some into my water, mix it up, and chug it and see how long it takes me to burp. And then I'm going to prove to you that I self-diagnosed myself correctly.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, now?
Just do it now. Yes. We
I gotta
demand immediate
measure and
results.
everything.
We're talking about it.
I will start the timer as soon
We're
as
not staying on for 4 minutes.
There's just like a little half of that thing.
You think that's fourth?
I don't know. Close enough.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Fun fact, just because I had to look it up, depending on what kind of plastic spoon you have, it can range from half a teaspoon to 1 full teaspoon. So this is really not going to be great.
Well, I put a little scoop in there. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
Okay. Instructions call for a little scoop.
Okay. Well, this is going to take 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, you have to mix it up before you drink it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got to mix it up, then I'm going to start the timer.
What do you think he
We'll
just
come back.
I'm
puts
sorry.
the baking soda in his mouth and then drinks the water?
I thought you just mix it up and drink it right away. I didn't think you had to let it sit there for a while. We don't have the attention span for this, Zach.
This is going great, you guys.
Okay. All right.
It's like Zach's going to give us a slow cooker recipe.
Oh, my God.
By the end of the show, it'll be half done.
Okay, well, you just let us know when you're ready to drink it. We'll start the
It's gonna
timer,
taste so
all right?
bad.
Yeah. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Welcome back to our science experiment. Now, Zach, you swallowed a quarter teaspoon of baking soda in some water to test to see if you have too much or too little stomach acid.
Yes.
According to this highly scientific thing that you found online.
It is very, very highly scientific. It's from myclevelandclinic.org, which I actually got tweets from people yesterday saying that that's like the only resource that they were allowed to use when they were in school.
It's the only one we trust.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it said if you didn't burp after 5 minutes, then you are proven correct. You have low acid.
Yeah, and I set a timer, and my first burp was at 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Therefore, I am correct in my scientific study.
Stomach acid
shows that I have low stomach acid.
You should be a doctor person.
I know. I'm so doctor smart.
You're doctor smart. If you're a regular listener to the show, you know that a couple of months ago, Jim bought a cut-rate bag of fortune cookies on eBay for next to nothing. And every morning at 7 a.m., we've been reading a fortune cookie for all of Nashville.
Sometimes there's not even a fortune in it.
Yeah, some of them are empty. That's why they were so cheap. And
Most
also,
of
some of them are pretty lame.
Yeah.
Most are lame,
So
yeah.
obvious. Like,
So.
yeah.
So we're kind of running out of them. So I thought, okay, I'll go get some fortune cookies. So my girlfriend Melissa and I went to Foolin's in Spring Hill.
Okay.
And we had dinner last night.
You go there quite a bit.
Yeah, it's one of
your
our favorite
favorites.
places. Yeah, Kung Pao chicken is awesome. And so I thought, I'll get some fortune cookies while I'm here. Professional grade.
The
fortune
nice
cookies.
ones.
And they are, because there's a fortune on one side and an advertisement for ZipRecruiter on the other side, so you know it's good.
Yeah.
You know
They've
it's
been
good.
paid for.
For the people who are eating a cookie and thinking, I need to start restocking my workforce. So we go down there, and I live in Murfreesboro, and it's in Spring Hill. That's where we meet, and it's about an hour away with traffic. So after we're done, I go home, and then I realized after I got home, I think I left my wallet on the table.
Oh, no.
And it also has my security card to get in the building this morning, so I have to go get it. So my girlfriend was there. She went shopping at Old Navy afterwards. So
As one
she
does.
she was in the area. So she goes over there. I call, and I say, I think I left my wallet there. He goes, yeah, we have it right here. So I had to drive another hour down to Spring Hill. And I got my my wallet, and I thank Nate and Thomas, who work at Foolin's.
Good job, Nate and Thomas.
For not stealing my debit card and for giving it back to me.
Going above and beyond.
Yeah. And so then I'm leaving, and we said, oh, thank you very much, and I'm leaving. And then I get a call from my girlfriend, who's still in the parking lot, and she goes, my car won't start.
Good God.
Because apparently she left like the the utility thing on and charging her phone the whole time she was waiting for me, which was like an hour. And so luckily I had the jumper cables in the back of my car that I got a couple of weeks ago when I had a dead battery and couldn't go anywhere. So I got to be the hero and then drive another hour back to Murfreesboro.
This was a very dramatic day.
It was.
Yeah.
It was ups and downs.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster of events.
I
I'm
blame
glad you
Jim
made
because
it.
if he never bought the really crappy fortune cookies, maybe you wouldn't have been there getting the really good fortune cookies.
Maybe we wouldn't have to hear this incredibly terrible story.
It wasn't bad.
No, it sounds awful.
Yeah.
It turned out okay. Did you get the fortune cookies?
I did. Oh, that's right. I do have the bag of
Oh, yeah, that was the point.
I did remember that. So we have a whole bag of new stuff.
I was going to be so upset if you went through all of this and then forgot
No
the fortune cookies.
Yeah, and these are the professional grade ones, so they came from an actual Asian restaurant.
Better be good.
All right. What did we miss while we were sleeping, Zach?
So just in case you missed this, some of the divorce agreement between Tom Brady and Gizelle have been leaked. And this makes me respect Gizelle so much more than I already did. So I guess 13 years ago when they got together, she demanded a prenup when she married Tom Brady.
And she's worth more.
She's
she's
Smart
worth
move.
more.
She makes way more money than he does.
Yeah, and then she forced him to stick to the contract, which we all were like, whoa, their divorce was so quick because there were rumors that they were filing for divorce, and then they announced that they were already divorced.
So it's all laid out, so they just had to sign something.
This helped them finalize their divorce super, super quickly, and sources are saying that it was like a quote-unquote ironclad prenup, which already addressed like child custody, dividing their massive property portfolio. So I guess Gizelle is keeping her place in Miami that's worth like $1.3 million. She's also getting some of the other houses. They have houses in like New York, the Bahamas, and Miami. They have them like all over the country.
Montana.
Yeah, really
Costa
random
Rica.
places. So apparently they all had their own separate business entities that they kept a bit separate the entire time. So anything that
Smart.
they bought was already in their separate business entity, and they just split it and called it a day. This is brilliant. I'm not even rich, and I feel like I should do this with my boyfriend. Like, automatically sign the prenup because you know a divorce is inevitable. Just
Always.
so that you know.
Yes, Zach.
Yes.
Wow,
I
you're
love that
finally
you
coming
agree.
down to Ricky's
I love that you
love is
agree
not
with me.
real, everything will die.
Love
is real. It's just divorce is more real.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. That's
Everybody should
if you
sign
don't
a
think
prenup.
about it too much, that makes a lot of sense.
It gets real.
So yeah, if you want to see all the details on that, head to our website. It's 1075theriver.com.
So Tom has a place to go, after he finishes ruining his football legacy.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
to a
By
$17 million mansion.
All right, we have a fortune cookie for all
right.
of Middle Tennessee.
Woody went to a restaurant to grab new fortune cookies.
Professional
that hopefully
grade
will be better
fortune
than
cookies.
the garbage ones I had. All right,
Hope they taste better,
Nashville,
too.
here's
I
your
hope
fortune.
so after that
It's on a better
adventure.
grade paper, too. It says, craving a faster... Wait, no, that was the ad for ZipRecruiter.
Or ZipRecruiter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have a sponsorship on the other side.
They do.
They do.
It says, craving a faster and easier hiring process, ZipRecruiter.
You are.
Okay,
I'm sure they appreciate that free plug.
that's right. Okay, here is your fortune, Nashville. Your team is cheering you on.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
We love being surrounded by good hype men and
also-
women.
Yeah.
We're not off to a good start here, though.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Oh.
If you need to be told that your team is cheering you on, are they?
No, because sometimes I feel like when you feel down and out and then you feel like nobody believes
Yeah.
in you, you need a constant reminder that like somebody is there that
Right.
loves you. That's
I'm
cheering
with you,
on.
Zach.
At least the piece of paper in
Jim
the
and Rick, you're
have
just
to be
gloomy.
there
You're
for-
gloomy Gus's, is what you are.
You are agreeing with him because you're the one that got the cookies.
Yes,
I'm in
you're
favor of all
invested.
these cookies.
Okay, gloomy Gus.
I drew 4 hours to get these cookies, so they're all good, whether you like it or not.
Cheering you on.
Oh my gosh.
Even though you can't hear them, the cookie reminds you
Yeah.
your team.
If you're feeling a little down today, just remember your team is cheering you on. And
Yeah.
we are part of that team, okay?
Don't be
We're
a
cheering
Debbie
you on.
Downer. Come on.
All right.
Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Stick around. We've got some Mara Morris tickets coming up at 7:40. Up next, we will play Gender Wars. And for the first time ever, somebody has muddied the sanctity and integrity of Gender Wars.
Yeah. 23 years into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Our first cheating scandal happened yesterday. Zach gave the answers to one of the contestants.
The
was-
smile on your face,
It was
Zach.
Dr. Alex versus his coworker Jamie.
Correct.
And you had her on the phone. You came in here and got the questions ahead of time and gave her all the answers so she would win.
You rigged it.
Well, yeah, because here's the deal. That Jamie and Dr. Alex made a pact that if Jamie wins, Dr. Alex has to buy us lunch. So I had to ensure that Jamie won for free food.
So you were doing that for all of us. That is your excuse.
Exactly.
Wait,
it was
wait.
free food.
Not all of us.
We weren't invited.
For
it
Zach.
was you.
Yeah, it was for
It
me
was
and
Not
Jamie.
for all of
You
us.
had-
Sweet.
So it's just you going to have lunch?
Yeah. Zach is
Yeah.
telling us
Now
that
it's even worse.
Zach
You
is-
think Zach would do something for all of us?
No.
That's true.
Okay, listen to the lesson everybody's getting here.
Yeah.
Zach had to cheat so that he could gain a free lunch from somebody.
That
I
we
mean, I
were-
get it. I'll do a lot of things for free food.
That we were
See?
not going to be invited to, just you.
He's cheating. I
You
wouldn't
make
have
me
gone.
sick. How dare you?
Jim taking the moral high road here.
How
Even if I was
dare you.
invited, I wouldn't have gone. Good thing you weren't invited then, huh?
Why do you turn this sacred game into like a den of lies?
So immediately after hearing this scandal break, we had to call Dr. Alex.
It's
come to our attention that there's a possibility that your coworker Jamie was given the answers to the questions before the game took place.
To assure her victory. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we don't think it's fair that you may have had, the cards stacked against you. We would like to invite you and Jamie to come back with no possibility of either of you getting answers ahead of time to make this a fair fight.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay.
It's going down.
We
in
will
a few
have
minutes.
the rematch coming up.
The real game.
I'm just saying there was
And if you reach for the questions ahead of time, you will pull back a bloody stump.
Oh my God! Whoa, that was aggressive.
I think there's a lot of people out there that say you can mess with a lot of things. You don't mess with this game.
I know.
Don't mess
Sure.
God.
National elections can be rigged, but not this game.
This means if Jamie wins fair and square, that Dr. Alex has to treat us to an even nicer lunch.
When you say us, you mean you.
Yeah.
Yes, me and Jamie. The two of us make us.
No. I think it means that he's got to buy all of us
Okay,
lunch.
but we can't just put that on him. We have to,
we can put your fancy lunch on him?
Yeah.
Okay, Zach.
How about if Dr. Alex wins, you have to buy us all lunch?
Yeah.
No, you
Let's
guys
do
were
that.
never
No.
part of it.
Yes.
We were not part of
literally the game
your
on the
backroom
show.
deals.
I'll buy Dr. Alex lunch.
At one of the places where doctors eat.
Yes.
Subway.
Fancy places.
Yeah, we're not going to
Subway.
Zaxby's. You got to take us somewhere nice.
Yeah. He usually gets shrimp cocktail
Yeah.
flown in every day. So, yeah. Get
right.
ready, mister.
We want fresh lobsters. After the questions were prepared for today's game, they've been kept in a safety deposit box with an armed guard until this moment. Okay. All right. We have Dr. Alex back. Hello, Dr. Alice. Or Alex, or shall we call you the victim?
Listen, there's no victimization here. I'm ready today.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
All right. And also representing the ladies, we have Zach's co-conspirator, Jamie. How do you feel? We're not mad, Jamie. We're just disappointed.
Which is so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm disappointed that Zach schemed this entire thing.
Oh, so you're making it sound like it was all his fault.
Come on, Jamie.
And
Thrown under the bus.
I tend to believe you. I think it was
Jamie
Zach.
was the one that said, hey, send me the answer so we can have Dr. Alex buy us lunch.
Right. By
Apparently-
us, you meant Jamie and you, and not
Jamie
the rest
meant
of us.
us.
Yeah.
All right.
You read it for yourself. Apparently, there's no honor among thieves.
I
Okay.
know. They always turn on each other at the end, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Every movie tells you that.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
everybody's out for themselves. So
Okay.
it's Dr. Alex versus Jamie, round 2 with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River, the fair edition of the game.
I'm ready.
All right. Since this is a redo, we won't have to ask you the get acquainted question since we already know all about you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we know everything we
We
need
know
to know.
everything. All right. We start with a multiple choice question for both of you. Here we go. Jamie, is Bryce Harper a famous basketball, baseball, or football player?
I don't do sports.
You didn't get the answer, so you don't know.
You have 3 options, though, Jamie.
Yeah, is it football, basketball, or
Let's see.
baseball?
Okay, Bryce Harper. We're gonna go with baseball.
Yes,
You
Jamie.
You're right. Wow.
Good guess.
All right.
That was your last multiple choice, though.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the rest
Okay.
you're on your own, Jamie.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Alex, you ready?
Yeah.
On Friends, was Ross a barista, a paleontologist, or an accountant?
Oh, he was a paleontologist.
Yes, he was.
It's a tie game at 1.
Okay, Jamie, King Bowser is a boss-level bad guy in what classic video game?
Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so proud,
See,
Jamie.
you didn't need to cheat.
Yeah, you didn't need to
Okay, it's
cheat.
2-1. Dr. Alex has a chance to tie it up.
Which Kardashian sister has a baby named True?
Remember, you have screw.
True story. It's Chloe.
Yes, it is.
Ah, see, look at
My
this.
goodness.
You tied things up.
Jamie's getting nervous now.
Okay. Jamie, which insane billionaire owns the Virgin Atlantic Aerospace Company? Running out of time. Oh my God.
Screw.
Okay. Dr. Alex.
Throws it your way.
Which insane billionaire owns the Virgin Atlantic Aerospace Company?
Well, I think that's Richard Sir Branson.
Yes!
That is.
There you go. And look, the sanctity and integrity of gender wars has been restored. Dr. Alice.
You even knew his
George.
official English title of Sir Richard Branson. That was very nice.
So now with Dr. Alex's victory, that means Zach has to buy all of us lunch.
I love that idea, but the fact that you think I have a credit card that would get approved for that is just so cute.
I'll take Taco Bell.
No, we'll follow you to an ATM. You'll get cash.
My credit card won't work. You think my debit card will?
Jamie seems like she has an idea. I heard her talking.
I do. I think, Alex, I think you should take all of us to lunch still.
Listen, I think it's a great act to bring peace and joy and sanctity to this sacred game. I am down.
Oh, look at that.
He's going to take
Dr.
all of
Alex
us.
is for the people.
He is.
Dr. Alex is a uniter, not a divider. Well done.
Taking the high road.
Wow.
Thank you for restoring.
You are
Integrity
a
of the
true
game.
saint among humanity.
I love this.
All right, we'll play again tomorrow with other people.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Jim, what's making us happy?
It's a couple of kids we found out about from trick-or-treating. Some family had decided they weren't going to be around, so they decided to leave a big bowl of candy out for trick-or-treaters to help themselves.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
And it's quite possible somebody emptied the whole bucket full of candy into their bag.
One lucky kid got a bunch.
And then later, two kids came along hoping to get some candy. They looked in the bucket and they saw that there was none.
Aww.
Then they looked at the Ring camera and then they looked at their own bags of candy and pulled stuff out of their bags and filled the bucket back up for other kids to get candy.
That's so sweet.
And then said, "Happy Halloween" to the Ring camera.
That's so
ran
cute.
See, Halloween can be like Christmas.
I know.
It can be.
They probably stood there and argued for a minute. No, don't give them the Kit Kats. Give them the other stuff.
Give them that stuff that sucks. No, they did the good thing.
That's
and
very
we're
cool.
so happy about it. That's what's making us happy this morning. If you ever have anything making you happy, just let us know about it. Give us a call, 615-737-9107, and we'll share it with everybody.
Yeah. Holler at us right now if you'd like. 615-737-9107. We will hook you up with tickets to see Maren Morris in concert. All right, over the last few days, of course, we've been going through the mystery of Zach, his return from Europe, and he brought the entire show a gift that he hid in Jim's house.
I thought it was a really thoughtful gift.
It was quite thoughtful.
Here's where it stemmed from. Jim posted this photo on his Instagram of different pictures that he put up above his bed.
Yes.
And the one in the middle was just a picture of Jim, just himself gazing out over the mountains.
It was a shrine to Jim above
Taken
Jim's bed.
by my wife.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it was literally a shrine to Jim over his own bed. And I was like, cool story, bro. You gaze into a photo of yourself before you go to sleep every night.
Every night he has to stare at the back of his own
the
head.
picture and where it went.
Yeah,
Likely story.
That's the story Jim's telling.
It's
Yes.
the story he's sticking to.
None of us believe it.
So your prank involved actually taking a picture of yourself in the exact same pose in a very similar landscape in Switzerland.
Yep.
Side by side, the pictures
And
are
you
remarkably
put it over
close.
my picture.
I went to Jim's house. His wife let me in, and I put my picture over Jim's picture so that now he had a shrine to me above his bed.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you,
Almost the identical pose. It was very good.
he went to Switzerland and recreated the photograph. I mean,
That's the only reason he went.
that's commitment to a prank.
It really
Dedication
is.
to trolling you.
I mean, I did not notice. It looked so close to the regular picture.
I was proud that it took so long because I went Monday afternoon and it took him until last night, so until Wednesday night,
yeah.
to figure out that the photo was there. So I have audio that Jim's wife videoed Jim finding the present in his
Yes.
house. And this is Jim realizing what the present is.
I found it.
What?
I found the gift. The gift
Air quotes.
is Zach over my picture of me
Hidden in plain sight.
Ruining the view in here. Ew, I slept below. This obscenity. This is
So dramatic. Ew, I slept below this as he's pointing to the picture of me.
Yes.
Also, how
Zach has
dramatic
been
a
watching
picture
you
of
sleep.
me. Like the exaggeration of the fact that it was over him.
Yeah.
No, you need to post the pictures side by side so everyone can see how amazingly similar they are.
I will.
It's impressive.
It is. It's very well done.
Yeah,
And
I
of course,
hold it off.
Like a full video and photo montage of the whole thing. So if you follow us on Instagram, it's at Woody and Jim Show. It's going to be in our Instagram stories, and I'm going to show the before photo, the process of doing it, the side by side, and Jim. It's a whole storyline here.
It's the whole behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to reveal who I tried to give the picture to?
Oh, yeah. This was the rudest thing. Jim's wife sent me a video later of Jim trying to feed the photo to his dog, trying to make him rip it up. The picture of me.
And that's really cruel to Wally, your dog.
Yeah, poor Wally.
Bad for his stomach, Jim. Now animal cruelty's involved.
107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Tell everybody again where they can see the montage of your prank on Jim.
Yeah, so if you want to see the whole montage, follow us. It's at Woody and Jim Show, but give me a couple minutes to put it all together. We got a lot of followers after that.
It's prank on where I sleep.
Yeah, it's all happened in Jim's bedroom, but if you just followed us, give me like 10 minutes, go back and recheck it so you can watch it there.
The exciting nights that Jim slept with Zach in the same room. Sorry.
Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. One of the saddest moments in the whole Harry Potter movie series was when Dobby died.
Yeah, the house elf.
Yeah, and that was, of course, in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And they still have from the movie, they still have Dobby's grave on a beach in England.
Aww.
And people have been asked, Harry Potter fans have been asked, please stop leaving socks on his grave.
If you're not familiar with Harry Potter, to free a house elf, you
gotta
would
give him-
get him a
had to give him
gift.
clothes. And so,
clothes.
they used a sock. So I guess
That makes me very emotional. I cried when Dobby died.
Yeah, even though you know it was
Like,
all CGI,
sobbed.
but it still cried.
Yeah, not even a real thing, and I sobbed.
I read it in a book, and I sobbed too.
Yeah. So keep your own socks. What you got, Zach?
So you know Juicy Couture, how they usually have the tracksuits that say like juicy across the
Right on your
rear
bum.
end? Yes. Well, they have teamed up with Kraft Mayo for a smooth lovers collection of Juicy Couture.
Oh, God.
So instead of saying juicy across your butt, it's going to say smooth
Oh my God.
on the rear of it. The jacket is going to say long live velvety and colored rhinestones on the back. My favorite part
Why
of
do
this
I
whole...
want this?
I love this.
Why do I want this so bad?
I can't admit I want it too.
I'm just saying my favorite part of the whole like tracksuit is there's a tube top. And they're saying it's for your jar of mayo. So you can embrace your body and love who you are in your tube top and embrace your jar of mayo.
I want this so bad.
Does it have strategically placed jars of mayonnaise?
I really hope so.
Wow.
It's a mere $150.
Oh, that's what I was just about to go look up.
Yeah,
That's
it's designer prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So if you want to see the photos and what they look like and how to order them, you can go to our website.
Worth it.
It's 1075
Totally worth it.
river.com.
I get it. So when you wear the whole thing, it says "Long live velvety smooth."
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Jim, what you got?
If you remember, just before the pandemic, people were going wild over the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they were waiting in
They
line
ran
like,
out
for
of
blocks?
stock immediately.
It's like the Nashville hot chicken one.
This is just a regular chicken. So what they're doing for National Sandwich Day today is they're celebrating for a week. If you buy a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, they'll give you another one for free.
Wow.
For a week.
For a
so
week.
every day you do it, they'll give you a second chicken sandwich.
The lines are going to be ridiculous.
They are going to be long,
kidding.
but you do have to, as all the restaurants are doing now, you got to do it through their app.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so
Because they won't get you.
if you want a double chicken sandwich for the price of one, go to Popeyes.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.